Good afternoon, everyone. I'm thrilled to welcome you to this insightful part 5 of Money Talks webinar series organized by Plexus Win. My name is Sylphan, and I'm honored to be the MC for today's topic, how to protect your loved one against uncertainties. And now, it is a great pleasure for me to introduce our speaker today, Mr. Sean Lien. Without further delay, please join me in extending a warm welcome to Mr. Sean Lien.
Okay, thank you, Stephen. So hi, good morning. Good afternoon, everyone, actually. So welcome to the last Money Talk that we presented by FSM1. So first of all, thank you so much for taking your time and attending the webinar today. I'm Sean from FSM1 CIS team, Investment Specialist team. So our topic today is how to protect your loved one against uncertainty. So once you see this particular topic, right, you will know that actually we are going to share about the insurance later. But I promise you, this sharing will be different from what you have attended previously, and I assure you that you will back at least some knowledge after attending this webinar. So today I will just focus on medical insurance only. And this is the most fundamental and most important coverage among all the insurance plans. So without further ado, let us start the webinar today. So, okay, Your Honor. So this will be the disclaimer, okay, standard slide. So we will skip this. So I would like to start the webinar by telling you a true story of Ali. So Ali was both relieved and nervous as he headed to his office for the last time before retiring. So he has spent his entire career here since he was 25 years old. So after a retirement party, he returned home with mixed emotion because realized that uh, he would not be going to the office the next day. So that night, he suddenly felt unwell and was rushed to the hospital. So after the test, doctor discovered artery blockage and immediately operate on him. So this unexpected hospitalization actually cost him around 75,000 ringgit. So it dawned on him that he was no longer covered by his company medical insurance because he's just retired, right? And and the worst case is he don't have any personal medical insurance policy with him as well. So sadly, this is the common scenario in today's times. Many of us actually avoid buying medical insurance simply because we are covered by the corporate medical plan. So most of us also feel that actually we feel that we are very healthy and we should just avoid spending our money to buy into the medical insurance. But we forgot one fact that the medical care inflation is rising at a very alarming rate. So let me show you the next slide. So basically, this is the common medical expenses which I presented in the last 2 years. So I believe the cost stated in this slide, right, should have increased a lot by now. So let us take this as an indication. So do anyone here actually know that how much is your company medical coverage annual limit per annum? Actually, you can just open the chat function and you can just reply me or just interact in between so that it won't be so boring. So anyone here know that how much your company cover for annually for your medical coverage? So generally, I think you all are very shy. So generally, the group insurance plan, it will cover around 50K to 100K per annum only. So this is definitely not enough to cover if you diagnose with a very serious critical illnesses as I show in this particular slide. So the next question will be, may I know how many of you here today actually you already bought your own individual medical plan with you? So if you do have individual medical plan, can you type a yes? If you do not have medical plan, can you type a no in the chat box? I believe the insurance awareness actually is quite well in the market right now. So most of the answer is yes. So I think you are all aware that actually the importance of the medical insurance. So let me share a little bit for your knowledge. So this is very imperative to understand that most of the corporate medical insurance policy offer coverage on the basic medical coverage only. So the same may discontinue or reduce after the retirement. So also the time you change or lost your job, you will not be able to cover under the corporate medical insurance anymore. And there's no guarantee that the new employer will also offer you the medical coverage for you. So, and also if a company is going through a financial hardship, it might reduce the corporate insurance coverage as well. Because by reducing the coverage, the company can save some money. So during the financial hardship, company have the right to do so. That's why it is very strongly recommended that to have your own medical insurance on top of any policy that may cover you during the employment, so that your personal medical plan can continue to offer you the coverage after the retirement. So in this way, you can ensure that you don't need to dig into the saving to meet the financial expenses like Ali case. So the next question will be, for medical insurance, we need to buy now, right now, or we buy later on. So let us discuss on this now. So this is some challenges that you will face. Because when you're initiating a medical plan at 55 to 60 years old, it will be very challenging because you will need to find an insurance company willing to accept your case. And at the same time, when you apply for the medical plan, you will need to go through the waiting period as well. So waiting period, it will be range around 30 days to 120 days. So it will potentially leaving you without coverage during this period. And then beside, delay the purchase may result in exclusion on pre-existing illnesses, and it will complicating the process and limited the scope of coverage because of your existing health condition. Besides, insurance premium, it will increase according to your age. So meaning to say, buying an insurance later can lock you into higher rate and introduce loading on pre-existing illnesses. So I will explain about loading later on. And it will make your coverage become more expensive when you finally decide to secure it. So therefore, buying insurance at younger age is a proactive financial strategy because it will help you to secure lower premium, prevent long-term financial strain, and potential escalation of costs because of the age and the health condition. So let me share with you a case study of AHOC and Mutu. So I'm drafting this case study based on the pure medical coverage using investment link plan by one of the insurance provider in our platform. So the premium quote here is very close to realistic. So let us look at the case study. For AHOC, 30 years old, and Mutu is currently in his 60 years old. So let us compare whether we should buy now or buy later. So if you buy in our younger age, our health condition normally it will be in healthy, still healthy, but Mutu, maybe in your 60, you will have some high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or other condition may result in loading for insurance coverage. So for monthly premium, during AHOC 30 years old, he just need to pay 250 for the monthly premium. But whereas for Mutu, even Mutu is very healthy in his 60 years old. But because of the high entry age, when he log in during 60 years old, he will need to pay 660 as the monthly premium. Meaning without loading means buy the normal coverage, meaning to say insurance company do not increase the charges. So how about the 50% loading? What does it means? So when you apply the insurance application, if the insurance company find out you have any pre-existing illnesses, but just a small issue, they will still offer you the coverage, but they will impose with some loading. Why? Because they after they assess your case, maybe they feel that your risk actually is higher than other people because you have high blood pressure and then you have high cholesterol. And then more certainty that actually you will induce other more serious illnesses going forward. So that's why they will impose loading. So generally loading will be range around 25% to 100%. So in this case study, I will just draft a average 50% loading. So it will already cost Motu 970 per month, which is very expensive. So for the some of the people will claim that, oh, okay, if I buy earlier, I will need to pay since 30 years old. If I want to cover the insurance to 80 years old, I need to pay for 50 years. But have you ever calculate whether which one is cheaper? So now I reveal the truth to you. Even Ahok pay the premium for 50 years, but the premium paid, the total premium paid, actually it will be still cheaper compared to Motu. Because Motu just paying for 20 years, but because of the high premium, he's actually paying more compared to Ahok. So for the medical coverage, Ahok will enjoy outright comprehensive medical coverage, which can complement his corporate medical plan as well at the same time. And Mutu, in his 60 years old, he will be still enjoying medical coverage, but if the health condition is not good, then you will expose the risk of you will have the exclusion or loading if any pre-existing illnesses are discovered by the insurance company. So meaning to say, buying at later age, it will cost you the medical coverage could not be complete because sometimes the insurance company might exclude you. They do not want to cover your ankle or they do not want to cover the maybe arms or other places that actually you injured before. So this will result that your medical coverage won't be complete anymore with exclusion and also higher premium if they charge you with higher loading. So let us, after this case study, let me check with you. What do you think? What is the major difference in Ahok case and compared to Mudu case? Can you just give your opinion? What is the major difference that you start earlier than compared to when you start later on? You can just type in the chat box. No worry. Let me have a slip of water. Still very shy? Okay. So I think a lot of people will think that premium will be the main concern, meaning to say, Ahok will pay lesser premium and Motu will pay higher premium. But this is not the main concern. Let me show you the main concern. What is the main concern? I think a lot of people do not really focus on this, which is if you buy during your younger age, you get cover for 50 years. I think a lot of people do not realize that actually you are paying cheaper premium. You are paying just 150,000, but you get cover, the comprehensive coverage for 50 years. And Mutu, which pay higher premium compared to Ahok, but the coverage for him, he's only enjoying for the 20 years coverage only. So the coverage here actually make a lot of difference because you are paying the same amount, but you could not enjoy the coverage. So from here, I think you all will conclude that now we understand the importance of start the medical plan coverage as early as possible. So we can conclude that we need to start when we are young. I think which is aligned with all of you over here that you already have the medical plan. So for those who do not have a medical plan yet, what is the medical plan that you can consider and what is the difference? So in the market, in the market currently, we do have three types of different medical plan, which is online medical plan, standalone medical plan, and investment-linked medical rider. So let us go through one by one. For online medical plan, what is the benefit and considerations? So as the name suggests, online medical plan, so basically the benefit will be you are able to fully online applications. You are able to submit everything online and get the application approved online. And then there will be no medical checkup required. And the whole thing, the whole process, the whole plan actually is commission free for the online medical plan. And because of commission free, then actually you are enjoying the affordable premium. And the consideration will be the premium will increase according to your age, meaning to say the premium is not fixed. It will increase when you get older. And another thing will be for online medical plan, they will provide you a very basic medical coverage only. Why is it so? Because for insurance company, they will need to justify the risk as well. So because for this online medical plan is without any medical checkup, so that's why they will limit the medical coverage and just provide a basic medical coverage only. And then besides, in order for them to mitigate their risk, they will set an entry age. So the entry age normally it will be earlier than most of the traditional plan. For example, 45 years old or 40 years old, because they could not go through medical checkup with each and everyone. So that's why they assume that below 45, the tendency of get illnesses will be lower. So they limit the entry age over here. So let me show you the let me show you the example of online medical plans premium schedule. So you will notice that the premium is very affordable during your younger age. Okay, for example, if you look at the plan 100, so under 30 to 40 years old, 30 to 34 years old, I'm just paying less than 60 ringgit per month or less than 700 per year in order for me to get a coverage of the online medical plan. But however, you will notice that the premium will increase significantly after 60 years old. So this is how the premium will go. The premium will go increase according to your age. Therefore, for the online medical plan, it will be more suitable for children, meaning to say it's suitable for your kids or those fresh graduate who have just entered their first job. Why suitable for fresh grad? Because when fresh grad, actually you do not have the medical how you don't have the financial power to commit 250 per month, like for the comprehensive coverage. So you can start small first. You can start small, just pay 60 ringgit and get cover first. Because normally during our 20 years old and to 30 years old range, the likelihood of experience a serious illnesses actually is very low. So you can just go for a simple coverage first. But after that, once your financial situation becomes stabilized, I will be advise you to consider transiting to a more comprehensive coverage as you are getting older and enter into different life stage already. So next, discover the standalone medical plan. So a standalone medical, basically, it will be the same as the online medical plan, just that this is not online. You have to submit the form, you have to sign on the form and go through the medical underwriting. So the benefit for the standalone medical plan is this will be the pure medical coverage for you. And the premium, same as the standalone medical plan, premium will be cheaper when you are young. And the consideration will be increasing premium according to your age. And for standalone medical plan, if you compare all the medical coverage in the market, they will basically provide you a moderate kind of medical coverage. So later on, I will show to you. And then at the same time, this is very important. For if you go for standalone medical plan, right, your policy uh, will terminate if you stop the premium payment. Because for standalone medical plan is like a policy that you pay whatever that the company cover you. So as long as you do not continue make the payment of the premium, then the policy will lapse. Maybe if I'm not mistaken, I think after 30 days, they will give you some very short grace period. So this is the example of the this is the example of the premium schedule for standalone medical plan as well. So you will see the plan from 150 to 400, and the cost will be different as well. So generally, the cost of insurance for medical plan, it will increase according to your age. Meaning to say, the later you purchase, the higher the premium will be. So it may not be realistic for someone to buy the standalone medical plan if you wish to have the coverage on the later age. Like what I circle here in the red circle. you will notice that actually the premium increased a lot after 70 or 80 years old. So under 80 years old, it might cost you even 5 digit to just sustain a medical plan. So do you think this makes sense for you? Because during that time, you do not have any income anymore. And you will need to pay such a high premium in order to sustain your medical plan. So basically for the standalone medical plan is, for me, I think this is not the realistic way to cover until the later age. So that's why in the market, there is a investment-linked medical rider introduced to most of us. So how the investment-linked medical rider works is it will provide the same benefit, the medical rider, same benefit as the standalone medical plan, but included the investment element. So just imagine the investment link plan like a Lego set. So the Lego set will be, they will have a life insurance as the base, which is cover, death, and TPD coverage. So you can enhance the base by adding in various rider. So similar like you have a base of Lego, and then if you want to add one rider, for example, if I want to add a medical rider, I will just plug in one Lego pieces. So you can plug in additional Lego pieces to form a medical coverage, or sorry, to form an insurance coverage. So in addition to the medical rider, you can have the option to have many other rider. For example, like personal accident rider, TPD rider, waiver of premium, critical illness, and etc. So the benefit of investment linked medical rider will be technically the premium is fixed. So this is a benefit compared to the other two. And it will cover you a comprehensive medical coverage. And the third one, I think most of you do not understand the sentence over here. The saving and investment component work together to generate return that can cover for future insurance costs. This one I will explain to you in the later slide. And policy will deduct from cash value if you miss the premium. This one I will explain to you later on as well. And the consideration of investment link plan will be, initially the premium will be more expensive than standalone medical plan because technically it will help you to do away the increasing feature and give you a fixed premium. So that's why initially the premium will be more expensive. And the other consideration will be it will attach to a investment linked life insurance plan. So you see the extract mark over here, right? Technically the premium is fixed, but however, for insurance company, right, sometimes you will notice that if you have any existing medical plan, the insurance company will ask for increase in premium. So why they ask for increase in premium? Because if the overall claim experience increase and the pool of money cannot cover for the medical claim anymore, the insurance company will apply for a rise in the premium. So, okay, for example, this is one plan, the plan from the medical rider of one insurance company. So all the people actually pay the premium into a pool of fund. So the pool of fund actually will serve as the capital to pay out the medical claim for whoever who claim from the pool. So initially, if the claim experience is okay, the pool of money still can cover. But going forward, like 3 or 4 years, if the inflation go up very high and induce the medical costs become higher, means medical cost per case, that medical cost per claim become higher, then actually it will eat into the pool of fund and make it the pool of fund not enough to cover for the claim. So that's why insurance companies sometimes will ask you after 3 or 4 years, they'll ask you, hey, we need to top up for the premium already because it's not enough to cover for the existing pool. So this is why the insurance company will increase the premium if there's a high inflation cost for medical costs in Malaysia. So let me show you the example of the premium schedule. You will notice that the premium schedule for the investment link plan, it will be more complicated, but don't be overwhelming by all this figure, right? Okay, I will just teach you how to have a look on this so that in future, when you review back your existing medical plan, then it's easier for you to understand what the concept within this table. Actually, very simple. You just refer to the circle in red that I circle here, the first thing you need to take note is the premium that you pay. So this is what I mean. The premium technically is fixed because you are paying the same premium, almost close to 3,000 for each and every year up to 50 years. And the second thing that you need to take note will be the insurance charges. So for the insurance charges, right, because for just now I explained that investment link plan, you will have one base, which is your death and TPD coverage. So it will be shown under here, either scenario X or Y. So why the cost of insurance so cheap only, 4 ringgit per annum? Because for this particular plan, I quote a minimum coverage, which is 5,000 only. That's why the cost of insurance is very expensive during your, is very cheap during your younger age. And the deducting rider over here means the medical rider that I put under this plan. Because for this example, I just put in one medical rider. So which means this rider column is your medical plan insurance cost. So you will notice that the the cost of insurance or insurance charges under this column, right, it will be the same as what you have seen in online medical plan and standalone medical plan. The premium, I mean the cost of insurance will increase according to your age as well. But how the investment link plan can provide you a stable premium, means a fixed premium, because underlying the investment plan, the most important component will be this, the cash value. So the cash value here means after you pay 3,000 and pay for the 3,000 will go to pay for the commission. Commission, if you buy through us, then the commission we will receive 547. And if you buy through agent, it's the same. They will receive 547 from the plan that they propose to you. And then after that, the balance will pay for the cost of insurance in order for you to enjoy the medical coverage. Then after that, you will pay for the small fee for the investment. And then after that, the balance will put under the investment component, which is normally unit trust in the investment link. So going forward every year, the exit amount, then actually it will help you to save over here and put under the investment. But bear in mind that investment, a lot of people have this misconception that investment link, because of this name, investment, they thought that this particular plan is the protection plus investment. But by right, this is not the case. The investment component here actually is how they work is they will help you to accumulate the cash value over the year during your earlier age. And then after that, you will notice that I draw a golden line over here. So the golden line over here is after the golden line, you will notice that your cost of insurance will be overweight than the premium that you pay. Meaning you say you are still paying 3,000 premium, but the cost of insurance is 4,000 now. So who will be covered for the additional 1,000? The insurance company will deduct from here, from your cash value to cover for the additional cost of insurance. So basically the cash value in the investment link plan is serving the purpose to cover the increasing premium in your later stage. So it doesn't mean for you to withdraw and enjoy after your retirement. So this is not the case. So let me go back. Then from here you will understand the benefit of this. The saving and investment component, they will work together to generate the return so that it will help you to cover for your future insurance costs. Instead of like standalone medical plan, you will need to fork out the money from your pocket to pay for 10,000 per annum during your 70 or 80 years old. So this is one of benefit. You enjoy the fixed premium, but they can offer you the coverage until older age. And then secondly, what is the meaning of the policy will deduct from cash value if you miss the payment? Okay, just imagine that during the 30 years, if you do not pay for 3,000, so how the insurance company work is they will definitely want to deduct the money, the 4,000 from you, right? So if you do not pay the premium, then what the insurance company do is actually they can deduct from your cash value. Meaning to say, instead of 32,000 here, then you were left over with 28,000 because they deduct 4,000 to cover for your cost of insurance so that the medical plan can continue. But I do not encourage you to do not miss the premium payment, because if you miss the premium payment once, then actually it will affect your sustainability of the plan. Because initially, if you want to cover up to 80 years old, but because of you do not pay the premium promptly, then maybe the plan coverage was shorter. Because the very important, the medical insurance, the investment linked medical rider, it will be depend on the cash value. If the cash value finish off, then the plan will lapse. Okay, I think a lot of people still do not understand. It's quite technical. Let me show you this case study so that you can have a clearer imagination. So let us go back to this Ali case. So for this Ali, if he already attended my presentation and finally actually he realized that, oh, I should buy insurance earlier. So let us go back to the 30 years old Ali. So now in front of him, he has three options. So what is the better option for him to select? So of course, normally when we approach by the agent in the market, usually we only can see the first table, right? The first column. They will show you the money premium. Oh, I will go for online medical plan because the premium is the cheapest compared to 250, the investment linked medical plan. But you do not have a view on what is the total premium that you pay until 80 years old. If you cover up to 80 years old, because you still remember, right, the premium will increase. So basically, the online medical plan will cost you 200,000. Whereas standalone medical plan will cost you 185, and investment linked medical plan will cost you 150. Why investment linked medical plan will cost you lower or cheaper? Because they have investment component. Because a certain part of the cost of insurance actually is already covered by the accumulate saving of investment. So that's why it already offset the money that need to fall up from your pocket. So let us compare the plan, the benefit that you enjoy by paying 200,000 or 150,000. So you will notice that the road and board is almost the same, but you will notice that the annual limit for each and every one medical plan, it will be quite different. So you will notice that the investment linked medical plan can provide you a better coverage, which is 2.5 million coverage. Whereas and then the other thing that you will need to consider will be the outpatient cancer and kidney treatment. Because usually when we apply for medical plan, right, we often miss out this. Because for this cost, right, actually is quite heavy. Just touch it lah. It's one diagnosed cancer or kidney failure. So they have to go back and have the treatment in the hospital. So when they go back, right, basically they do not need to admit in the hospital. They just go outpatient, meaning to say they go, receive the treatment for maybe 4 hours, then go back. So most of the medical plan, they do not cover outpatient. They only cover inpatient, meaning to say admission when you admit to hospital. So this will become very important when you decide for your medical plan. So for outpatient, standalone medical plan do cover, but the coverage, it will follow your annual limit. So at the end of the day, if Ali going to pick one of the plan, then I will recommend him to pick the investment linked medical plan, because you're paying lesser premium and in overall, and actually you are enjoying better coverage. So I think after this, right, most of you also agree with me that investment link will be the one who are able to provide you most cost-effective and comprehensive medical plan to Oswald. So next, I will reveal to you what you need to take note when you plan or when you buy the medical plan or review your existing medical plan. So rules number one, the first thing to take note will be the coverage is not equals to sustainability. I think the keyword here, sustainability, actually is a lot of people do not know what is this. But you all know what is coverage. So most of the investment linked medical plan now offer coverage the coverage tenure up to 99 or 100 years old. However, this is very important to note that the medical plan can cover you to 100 years old. But the main factor to determine the plan whether can sustain up to 100 years old is the cash value. Because as I mentioned, right, if your cash value finish, then actually the plan will lapse already. So that's why the cash value is very important to sustain your plan. So basically how we do is when we generate the quotation, the insurance company software will automatically help us to calculate what is the average premium that you need to pay in order for them to project the premium, the cost of insurance, to project the cash value can sustain up to how many years old. So for the example that I give you all just now, 250 monthly at premium is a medical plan that can sustain up to 80 years old. So if one actually would like the medical plan sustain to 90 years old or 100 years old, then actually you will need to increase your premium. So why you need to increase your premium? Because in order for you to save more in the investment portion so that the portion can grow bigger and cover for your later cost of insurance. So this is why even you are going into a same medical coverage, but different sustainability will cost you differently. But normally we would suggest people to go for at least 80 years old because the lifespan of most of the Malaysian will be around 74 to 75 years old. But of course, you can also opt for higher sustainability if you want to have a peace of mind. Okay, another thing that I want to show you here is a lot of insurance agent out there, right? Because the sustainability will not show when the agent quote you the medical plan. So most of the time, right, the insurance agent will ask you, hey, why you buy the insurance from Sean? Because you see the coverage, the medical plan or quotation that Sean quote you is 250 per month. But from the plan that I quote you, the insurance agent quote the client, actually I can quote you the same coverage, exactly the same coverage, but I can quote you 195. So you buy from me, lah, don't buy from Sean. So, but a lot of people do not know that actually they compromise the sustainability. They could use 70 years old. Or even some of the Asian, if not very no without any ethical one, then actually they will quote you 60 years old. So that you will have a money premium of very cheap, 150 per month or 160 per month. But this is very dangerous because if you buy a medical plan with sustain up to 60 years old only, actually your condition or your situation is as bad as Ali. Because like the example when we start the webinar, Ali will lost all the medical coverage after he retired from the company. So if you buy a medical plan that can sustain up to 60 years old, you will face the same issue. Because when you need the coverage, the cash value upon 60 years old already finish off. Then you will lag behind without any medical coverage. So go back and check how how well is your sustainability of your existing medical plan. If the sustainability is very low, go and reset the premium so that you will able to cover you up to the desired age. And the rules number two, if you purchase the insurance before, you will likely familiar with the tendency of insurance agents to suggest a lot of rider in your plan. But however, it's very important to bear in mind that the more rider that you add in, the higher the premium, the higher your premium become. Because you notice, right, the cost of insurance under the rider, if you add in one rider, it will show you the cost of one rider. If you add in 10 rider, then of course the premium will be higher. So as a rule of thumb, it will be advisable to only add rider that align with your specific objective. So you need to understand what is the coverage that you need. So in the context of this medical insurance coverage, the waiver of premium rider and daily hospitalization income rider can offer a significant enhancement to your medical plan. So how waiver of premium rider can benefit you is, I will advise people to add in this particular rider when it comes to medical plan, because for this waiver of premium means most of the insurance plan, it will cover for the critical illness and TPD. So meaning to say, if you have this waiver of premium, if you diagnose any cancer, critical illness, or TPD, then the insurance company will help you to pay the premium. Meaning to say, after you submit a claim, insurance company diagnose you and notice that actually, oh, these people diagnosed with critical illness. Then from there onwards, they will help you to pay the premium. They will help you to pay 250 until 80 years old, so that your medical coverage will still be able to continue even you do not generate any income to pay for the premium. So another case will be the daily hospitalization income rider. How this daily hospitalization income rider help you is, it will provide you certain amount of money. For example, if you go for maybe 300 plan, so meaning to say, if you admit to hospital, the insurance company will pay you 300 per day. So how this daily hospitalization income rider can help you? Let me showcase you using the 30 years old Ali case. So you will notice that during the general here, if the Ali actually his goal for plan 200, this will be the premium 250. But some people, they do not want to share the room with other people. They want to go for a private room, a single bedded room. So normally insurance agent will quote you higher plan. So okay, if you want to go for the president suite, or you want to go for the single bedded, so normally it will cost you around 400 plus or 300 plus. Then the insurance agent will quote you, oh, then you may go for the plan 500. But because of you just want to enjoy the room and board 500 per day, your premium will increase significantly, because when you increase the plan, not only the room and board increase, your annual remit and others medical benefit will increase in tandem as well. So how can you utilize this hospitalization income rider is, you can just go for basic plan and add in this. So after you add in this, the premium will increase slightly higher, but it will help you to complement the road and board that you want. Meaning to say, the existing medical plan will cover you initially for 200. And then after that, what you need to do is, if you choose a 500 room, you just need to cover by yourself the additional 300. Means you pay first, and then after you discharge, you can claim for the insurance company, because you have this rider, hospitalization income rider. You admit for 3 days, they will pay you 900. You admit for 5 days, they will pay you 1,500. So the 1,500 actually can help you to compensate the road and board that you pay by yourself in your pocket. So by doing this, actually you are enjoying the saving different premium of 120,000. So this is a very small tips for you. So rules number 3, select fixed income fund. So this is okay. This is indeed very important. So for an investment-linked medical plan, you will have the flexibility to choose the investment that will grow your cash value, because it's an investment-linked plan, right? You will need to select one unit trust to buy so that they can help you to generate the return. But normally, individual will opt for higher risk fund to seek for higher return, because it's very long term, 50 years. But however, let me share with you a different kind of opinion. This is very important to remember, that the main objective of your investment-linked medical plan is for protections. It's not for investment. So when something comes with a secured objective, it would be advisable to adopt a more conservative approach to ensure that your cash value, just like I mentioned, right? Cash value is very important. So this is to ensure that your cash value is predictable and run in line with the projection of your insurance plan. So under the chart just now, right, you see the projection of the investment link plan, the cash value. Normally, the insurance company will use 2% and 5% return to project the return. So fixed income fund actually work very well within the range, because normally when you buy into bond fund, it will provide you the return of around 4 to 6% per annum, so that you are able to predict the sustainability of the plan can be uh, definitely sustained up to 80 years old, the year that you want, if you choose fixed income fund. So a lot of people will accuse me, in the long run, equity market generally outperform the fixed income fund, right? But however, why I suggest you to have a fixed income fund instead of an equity fund? So yes, I understand that in longer run, the equity fund will likely outperform the fixed income fund. But predicting the market movement is very challenging. So just imagine, in one scenario, in your 70 years old, so if your equity fund actually outperform the market all the while and accumulate a certain amount, but what what if happen the COVID pandemic? So the market suddenly dropped by 30% or 40%. So your equity fund actually it will drop by the same percentage. Meaning to say your cash value, if you have 100,000, it will drop to become 60,000. So if your cash value drop during your later age, that is very hard for you to recover back, because you still remember, right? After the golden line, your cash value will definitely decrease, because you will definitely need to pick some money from the cash value to pay for the exit insurance cost. So if the cash value become lower than the initial plan, then actually it will reduce the sustainability of your policy. So the best strategy will be invest in equity fund when you are young, and then after that, switch to fixed income fund when you cross the golden line, right? So this is the most preferable case, I would say, but indeed, I won't recommend you to do so. Why? Let me ask you, how many of you actually try to log in into your insurance website? Or maybe I change a question. How many of you actually know your insurance website login ID and password? I think a lot, very few people actually know and log in and switch the fund. So that's why this I will advise you to make it easier at the beginning of the plan. Just put under the fixed income fund and reduce all the monitoring. Because if you buy the insurance plan right now, 30 years old, and you put it under the equity fund, so it's very hard for you to remember to switch back to fixed income fund when you are 60 years old, because there's 30 years, a lot of things go through, a lot of things for you to go through, and it's very hard for you to remember, I will need to switch back my insurance policy after 60 years old. So go straight away with fixed income fund when it comes to medical plan especially. So rules number 4, call insurance. So some of the insurance company will do have this cross call insurance. It means that you have to call sharing with the insurance company on the medical expenses. So some of the example will be, normally it will be 10%, or maximum, they will set a maximum limit, 1K, 2K, or 3K. So the call insurance is applicable for each and every claim that you make when you admit to hospital. So that's why when you select a medical plan, you can opt for the medical plan without any core insurance, so that it save your hassle to fork out additional costs when you admit to hospital. So actually, there will be always the option. You can select the option without core insurance, which just pay a little bit higher premium only. So you save you could have a peace of mind. You do not need to pay extra when you admit to hospital. But in the contrast, deductible option is one of the option for you to reduce the premium. So how this deductible plan work is actually is different from core insurance. So for example, when you buy a medical plan with deductible option of 5,000, so when you admit to hospital, you will need to cover for the first 500 first. Meaning to say the first 500, the 5,000 plan. So if you admit to hospital, you will need to cover for the first 5,000 by itself. Then later on, the medical plan will kick in to cover for the balance. For example, if I'm diagnosed and admit to hospital, and the medical bill cost me 10,000. So I will need to pay 5,000 and insurance company pay for the rest of 5,000. But in the same policy year, if I admit to hospital after 2 months, do I still need to pay the additional 5,000? No, because the 5,000 deductible option only pay for a policy year. You just pay once a year. So after that, the second admission, third admission, insurance company will cover for the rest. If you cross over, means if you pay fully for the 5,000 deductible, then it will help you to cover for the rest. So let me show you the last case study here for the deductible option. So we use back ad hoc and Motu case. So for ad hoc scenario, what I will introduce or recommend for him is he can plan for a deductible 5K before his retirement, before 60 years old. Because before retirement, he will have company coverage to cover him. So after that, the medical plan will automatically turn to cashless plan, means the insurance company will cover full for you after 80 years old. So by doing this, input the deductible option, then actually it will help you to save around 26K for the total premium. And then for Motu, then you will enjoy even more saving because the cost of insurance is very high after 60 years old. So for this particular deductible option, right, let us go through and see whether the saving actually is the total saving that you can notice over here is if you just insert the deductible option of 5,000, actually without loading plan, you can save around 60,000 for the total premium. So if we consider like this, the 60,000 divided by 5,000, actually in Motu can admit to hospital for 12 years. Touch wood lah, touch wood. If he's so suay or so unlucky, if Motu admit to hospital for the next 12 years, then actually the saving is still enough to cover him for all the deductible option, means all the 5,000 that he pay for the next 12 years. But I think this shouldn't be the case now. Normally in the 20-year coverage, if you have if you use 1 or 2 times, then it's considered very good already. So if you consider this, right, then actually the saving part, actually it will make more significant impact for you. So for deductible option, this is very useful for those people that actually miss out. Meaning to say they miss out to buy a medical plan during their earlier age. So they miss out during 30 years old, 40 years old. And after that, they only realize that, oh, I need a medical plan because my company no longer cover me. So you can go for this option. You can go for investment plan, but go for deductible option. At least compared to the fully coverage, you are still it will help you to save a little bit. And then finally, I have done my presentation. So this will be the FSM1 solution for you. We have a series of different insurance company in our website. And if you go through us, then actually you get to enjoy 30% cost saving off from our commission. You still remember, right? Just now the premium schedule that I show you, the commission is 547. So out of the 547 that received by our company, we will rebate 30% and pay back to you as the cash rebate. So that's all for my presentation. Any question? So if you do have any question, actually you can put in the chat box, or you can just unmute yourself and ask, or you can also put under the Q&A toolbox. So we wait for a while for people to key in if they have any question. Any question? Okay, seem like no question. The crowd here is very shy. So if no more question, then maybe I will pass back to Shufan. So thank you, everyone. Okay, so this is our contact. So just in case you after attend the seminar, then you after you're driving, then you just realize, hey, I think I want to ask Sean about this question. Then what you can do is actually you can email to us. You can email to investhelp.9@fundsupermart.com, or you can contact us to ask for any question. Thank you. Stephen, pass back to you.
Okay. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for sharing your empathy and the valuable insight. Last but not least, thanks you once again for all your time and participation. Goodbye and have a wonderful evening.
Okay, thank you everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.